Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are exploring the fascinating history of the 1 Anna coin, one of the most iconic and historically significant coins ever used in the Indian subcontinent, a small coin that once played an important role in the everyday lives of millions of people across British India and later independent India. Although modern generations may rarely see these coins today, the 1 Anna coin remains a favorite among collectors because it carries stories of empire, trade, colonial history, independence, rare mint varieties, and changing economies all within a tiny piece of metal. Long before modern decimal currency systems existed, India used a complex monetary structure based on rupees, annas, and pies. 1 rupee was divided into 16 annas, and each anna was further divided into smaller units. For generations, the Anna system became deeply connected with daily commerce throughout markets, villages, railway stations, and cities across the subcontinent. The 1 Anna coin itself became one of the most commonly used denominations because it represented practical purchasing power for ordinary people during the 19th and 20th centuries. At a time when goods and services were much cheaper than today, 1 Anna could buy food, tea, spices, newspapers, or transportation, making the coin essential in everyday transactions. The history of the 1 Anna coin became closely tied to the expansion of the British Raj during the colonial era. As British influence expanded across India, the government introduced standardized coinage systems to simplify trade and taxation throughout the region. Before this standardization, many local kingdoms and princely states issued their own currencies, creating confusion in trade. The British administration gradually established uniform coinage that circulated across vast territories, and the 1 Anna denomination became one of the most recognizable pieces of currency in the empire. Early 1 Anna coins were struck in different metals over the years, including copper, bronze, nickel, and sometimes even silver-related alloys depending on the period and minting policies. The designs changed multiple times across different rulers and historical eras, making the series extremely interesting for collectors today. Some of the earliest colonial 1 Anna coins featured the portrait of Queen Victoria, whose image appeared on many coins during the 19th century when she became Empress of India. Later issues displayed portraits of King Edward VII, King George V, and King George VI as British monarchs changed over time. These royal portraits reflected the political authority of the British Empire across India and connected the coinage directly to colonial rule. On the reverse sides, many 1 Anna coins displayed decorative floral patterns, crowns, denomination markings, and inscriptions written in English and regional scripts. Collectors often admire the detailed craftsmanship and artistic beauty of these old coins because they reflect the design styles of different historical periods. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1 Anna coin is how it evolved during major moments in Indian history. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, India experienced rapid social and economic changes involving railways, industry, global trade, and political movements demanding independence. The 1 Anna coin circulated through crowded bazaars, tea shops, textile markets, and railway stations while millions of ordinary people used it for daily survival. Farmers, laborers, merchants, students, and travelers all handled these coins regularly, making them deeply connected to everyday life. During World War I and World War II, metal shortages and wartime pressures influenced coin production across the British Empire, including India. Some coins changed composition or design because certain metals became too valuable or difficult to obtain during wartime. These historical circumstances later created rare varieties and collectible issues highly desired by numismatists today. Another reason collectors became fascinated with 1 Anna coins is the large number of different designs, dates, mint marks, and rare varieties produced over many decades. Coins were minted at facilities in cities such as Mumbai, formerly known as Bombay, and Kolkata, formerly called Calcutta. Mint marks placed beneath the date or design help collectors identify where specific coins were produced. Certain dates and mint combinations became extremely valuable because fewer examples survived over time. The coins preserved in high condition are especially rare because most 1 Anna coins circulated heavily for years in busy marketplaces and rural communities before being discarded or melted. Another fascinating chapter in one Anna history came during the transition toward Indian independence. As nationalist movements grew stronger during the early 20th century, old colonial coinage increasingly represented political change and shifting national identity. After India gained independence in 1947, the country gradually redesigned its currency to reflect a new era free from British colonial rule. Eventually, India adopted a decimal currency system in 1957, replacing the traditional Anna structure entirely. 1 rupee became divided into 100 paise instead of 16 annas, officially ending the Anna denomination after centuries of use. Despite disappearing from circulation, the 1 Anna coin remained highly important historically because it symbolized an entire economic system used by generations across the subcontinent. Coin collecting later transformed old 1 Anna coins into valuable historical artifacts. Numismatists carefully studied rare dates, metal compositions, mint marks, and design changes to better understand India's colonial and post-colonial monetary history. Some rare 1 Anna varieties became highly valuable due to low mintages or unusual minting errors. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, and misprints attracted strong collector attention because they were accidental and naturally limited in quantity. High-grade, uncirculated examples also became difficult to locate because most coins experienced heavy wear during circulation. Today, collectors across India, Pakistan, and around the world continue searching for rare 1 Anna coins hidden in family collections, old boxes, and inherited coin jars. For many families, these coins are more than collectibles because they serve as emotional reminders of parents. As the 1 Anna coin continued circulating across the Indian subcontinent during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, it slowly became one of the most important and familiar coins in everyday life because millions of people depended on small denominations for daily trade, transportation, food purchases, and local business transactions. At that time, the economies of villages, towns, and major cities operated very differently from the modern world. Prices were much lower, wages were smaller, and even a single Anna carried meaningful purchasing power. Farmers used Anna coins to purchase seeds and supplies, laborers earned wages counted in annas, and travelers carried these coins while moving between towns using railways and local transport systems. In crowded bazaars across regions that are today part of India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, the 1 Anna coin passed through countless hands every single day. Tea sellers, textile merchants, spice traders, street food vendors, and shopkeepers all relied heavily on small denomination coins like the Anna because they formed the foundation of ordinary commerce throughout society. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1 Anna coin is the incredible variety of designs issued during different periods of colonial rule. Since the coin circulated for decades under several British monarchs, collectors today can study how the appearance of the coin changed alongside political leadership within the British Empire. During the reign of Queen Victoria, many 1 Anna coins featured her portrait alongside elegant decorative patterns and inscriptions reflecting imperial authority. Later, coins displaying the portraits of King Edward VII, King George V, and King George VI entered circulation as rulers changed over time. These portraits symbolized British control over India during the colonial period and connected everyday currency directly to imperial power. Collectors often admire the artistic craftsmanship of these coins because many feature detailed lettering, crowns, floral motifs, and elegant engraving styles typical of British colonial coinage. Different metals were also used throughout the history of the 1 Anna denomination. Early issues often used copper or bronze, while later coins experimented with nickel and other alloys depending on economic conditions and wartime metal shortages. One of the most unusual and famous versions of the 1 Anna coin appeared during the reign of King George VI in the 1940s. These coins featured a distinctive square shape with rounded corners rather than the traditional circular design. Because of their unusual appearance, these square 1 Anna coins became extremely popular among collectors and ordinary people alike. Many families still remember seeing these coins in old boxes, drawers, and household collections because they looked so different from ordinary round coins. The square 1 Anna became one of the most iconic coins in South Asian numismatic history and remains highly collectible today. Another fascinating part of one Anna history involves the impact of global events such as World War I and World War II. During wartime, metal shortages affected coin production throughout the British Empire. Certain metals became too expensive or strategically important for military use, forcing governments to change coin compositions or reduce mintages. These wartime adjustments created many interesting varieties and collectible issues. Some 1 Anna coins from wartime years are scarcer than others because fewer were produced or because economic instability caused heavy circulation and loss over time. Collectors carefully study dates, mint marks, and metal compositions to identify rare issues from these periods. Coins minted at facilities in Mumbai and Calcutta often carry small mint marks, helping collectors determine where the coin was produced. Certain date and mint combinations became especially valuable because relatively few examples survived in good condition. Since most 1 Anna coins circulated heavily for many years among ordinary working people, high-grade examples with sharp details and minimal wear became surprisingly rare. Coin grading later became extremely important among collectors. Professional numismatists carefully examine surface quality, strike sharpness, lettering clarity, and overall preservation to determine condition and market value. A heavily worn 1 Anna coin may hold mainly historical value, while a rare, uncirculated example with original mint luster can command impressive prices among serious collectors. Mint errors added even more excitement to 1 Anna collecting. During the minting process, accidental mistakes occasionally created unusual coins unlike normal issues. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, and die cracks became highly collectible because they were naturally limited in quantity. Since such errors occur accidentally, no two examples are exactly alike, making them unique historical artifacts. Some rare 1 Anna error coins later sold for significant amounts at auctions and collector markets. Another reason 1 Anna coins remain emotionally important is their connection to family memories and everyday life during earlier generations. Many people across South Asia remember grandparents telling stories about using Anna coins to buy snacks, tea, or transportation during childhood. Older generations often describe a time when even small amounts of money had meaningful value and could purchase useful goods. Because of these memories, old 1 Anna coins are often preserved not only for collector value, but also as sentimental family heirlooms connected to parents, grandparents, village life, and traditional markets. The eventual end of the Anna system marked one of the biggest monetary changes in South Asian history. After independence, India gradually modernized its currency system and officially adopted decimalization in 1957. The traditional structure dividing 1 rupee into 16 annas was replaced by a simpler system where 1 rupee equaled 100 paise. This change officially ended the Anna denomination after centuries of use. However, despite disappearing from circulation, the 1 Anna coin never disappeared from public memory. As coin collecting continued growing across South Asia and around the world, the 1 Anna coin slowly transformed from an old circulation coin into one of the most historically fascinating and collectible coins connected to the Indian subcontinent. What once served as simple everyday money for millions of ordinary people eventually became a valuable historical artifact representing colonial rule, trade, independence movements, changing economies, and the daily experiences of earlier generations. Collectors became especially fascinated with 1 Anna coins because the series includes many different designs, rulers, metals, mint marks, shapes, and rare varieties produced over a very long period of time. Unlike many modern coin series that remain relatively unchanged for decades, the 1 Anna denomination evolved constantly as political leadership, economic conditions, and minting technology changed throughout history. One of the biggest reasons collectors admire 1 Anna coins is the strong connection between the coins and the history of the British Raj. During British rule, coinage became a powerful symbol of authority and imperial control. The portraits of British monarchs appearing on 1 Anna coins reminded people throughout the subcontinent of the empire governing India at the time. Coins featuring Queen Victoria became especially important because they represented the period when the British Crown officially took direct control of India after the events of 1857. Later issues displaying King Edward VII, King George V, and King George VI reflected changing eras of colonial administration during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Collectors today often study these portraits carefully because each ruler's coinage represents a different chapter of South Asian history. The artistic designs on the coins also became a major attraction for numismatists. Many 1 anna coins display elegant floral decorations, crowns, intricate lettering, and bilingual inscriptions combining English with regional languages. These details reflected both British imperial style and local cultural influences. Some collectors focus specifically on design differences between various years and rulers because even small changes in lettering, portrait style, or decorative elements can make certain varieties rare and desirable. Another major reason 1 anna coins became popular among collectors is the wide range of metal compositions used over time. Different periods saw the use of copper, bronze, nickel, and other alloys depending on economic conditions and metal availability. Wartime shortages during World War I and World War II forced governments across the British Empire to adjust coin production and experiment with different materials. These changes created fascinating collectible varieties. Some wartime issues are particularly scarce because lower mintages and heavy circulation caused many coins to disappear over time. The famous square-shaped 1 anna coin issued during the reign of King George VI became one of the most iconic coins in South Asian numismatic history. Unlike traditional circular coins, this unusual coin featured a square design with rounded corners, making it instantly recognizable even today. Many collectors consider the square anna one of the most visually interesting coins ever produced in colonial India. Older generations across India and Pakistan still remember using or seeing these coins during childhood because their unusual shape made them stand out from ordinary currency. Rare dates and mint marks also added excitement to 1 anna collecting. Coins minted at facilities in Mumbai and Kolkata often carry tiny mint marks that help identify where specific coins were produced. Certain date and mint combinations became especially valuable because relatively few examples survived. Since most 1 anna coins circulated heavily for years among ordinary workers, traders, and villagers, finding well-preserved examples today became increasingly difficult. Coins with sharp details, original surfaces, and minimal wear are far rarer than heavily circulated pieces. Coin grading, therefore, became extremely important within the market. Professional collectors carefully evaluate strike quality, surface preservation, lettering sharpness, and overall appearance when determining value. A worn common date 1 anna may hold mostly historical interest, while a rare uncirculated example can command strong prices among advanced collectors. Mint errors created another fascinating area within the 1 anna series. During the coin production process, mistakes occasionally occurred, creating unusual coins unlike standard issues. Off-center strikes happen when the coin blank is improperly positioned during minting, causing part of the design to appear missing. Double dies create visible doubling in lettering or numbers due to errors during die preparation. Clipped planchets occur when part of the metal blank is missing before striking, leaving curved gaps along the edge. Die cracks and weak strikes also became collectible varieties. Since mint errors are accidental and naturally limited, collectors often pay significant premiums for authentic examples. Some rare 1 anna error coins later sold for impressive amounts in auctions and collector markets. Another reason the 1 anna coin remained historically important is its role during the transition toward independence and modernization. During the early 20th century, nationalist movements demanding freedom from British rule grew stronger throughout India. Political demonstrations, speeches, and independence campaigns spread across the subcontinent, while the old colonial coinage continued circulating in daily life. Eventually, after independence in 1947, the country began redesigning its monetary system to reflect a new national identity free from colonial rule. India later adopted decimalization in 1957, officially replacing the traditional anna system with the modern pay structure. 1 rupee would no longer equal 16 annas, but instead 100 paise. This change permanently ended centuries of anna-based currency. However, even after disappearing from circulation, 1 anna coins remain deeply connected to public memory because generations had grown up using them. Families preserved old anna coins in boxes, drawers, and collections as reminders of earlier times. Social media and online coin videos later introduced younger generations to the excitement of historical coin collecting. The lasting popularity of the 1 anna coin continued growing over the decades because collectors, historians, and ordinary families slowly realized that this small coin represented far more than simple money, carrying within it the story of colonial India, local trade, wartime economies, independence movements, changing currency systems, and the everyday struggles of millions of people across the Indian subcontinent. Long before digital payments, banking apps, and modern currencies existed, the 1 anna coin formed an essential part of ordinary life throughout regions that are today known as India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Farmers carried anna coins to village markets, laborers received wages counted in annas, travelers used them at railway stations, and shopkeepers handled them daily in busy bazaars filled with tea sellers, spice merchants, textile traders, and food vendors. For generations, the anna system shaped how people understood money itself because 1 rupee was divided into 16 annas, creating a monetary structure that existed for centuries before decimalization finally replaced it. One of the biggest reasons collectors became fascinated with 1 anna coins is the extraordinary historical timeline represented within the series. Different rulers, political eras, and economic conditions all influenced the design and production of these coins. During the colonial period under the British Raj, coinage served not only as currency, but also as a symbol of imperial authority. Portraits of British monarchs appearing on 1 anna coins reminded people across the subcontinent who governed the region during that era. Coins featuring Queen Victoria became especially famous because they represented the height of British imperial expansion in South Asia. Later issues displaying King Edward VII, King George V, and King George VI reflected changing political periods within the empire. Collectors often study these portraits carefully because every ruler's coinage connects directly to a specific chapter of South Asian history. The artistic beauty of 1 anna coins also became a major attraction among numismatists. Many coins display intricate floral patterns, crowns, detailed lettering, and inscriptions written in both English and regional scripts. These decorative elements combined British minting traditions with local cultural influences, creating coin designs admired even today. Some collectors specialize in studying small design variations between years because even tiny differences in lettering style, borders, or portrait details can create rare varieties highly valued in the collector market. Another reason the 1 anna series became so collectible is the wide range of metals and shapes used throughout different periods. Coins were struck in copper, bronze, nickel, and other alloys depending on economic conditions and wartime needs. During World War I and World War II, global metal shortages forced governments to adjust coin production, leading to unusual compositions and reduced mintages. These wartime changes later created scarcer varieties highly desired by collectors. The most famous design in the series is undoubtedly the square-shaped 1 anna coin issued during the reign of King George VI. Unlike traditional round coins, this unusual coin featured rounded corners and a square appearance that made it instantly recognizable. Many people across South Asia still remember seeing these distinctive coins in family collections or old household boxes because their shape looked so different from ordinary money. Today, the square anna remains one of the most iconic coins in South Asian numismatic history and is often one of the first historical coins new collectors learn about. Rare dates and mint marks added even more excitement to the series. Coins produced at mints in Mumbai and Kolkata sometimes carry tiny identifying marks helping collectors determine where they were struck. Certain date and mint combinations became especially valuable because relatively few examples survived over time. Since most 1 anna coins circulated heavily among ordinary people for many years, finding examples with sharp details and minimal wear became increasingly difficult. High-grade, uncirculated pieces with original surfaces are now considered extremely desirable among advanced collectors. Coin grading, therefore, became a very important part of the market. Experts carefully examine strike quality, surface preservation, edge condition, and lettering sharpness to determine a coin's grade and value. Another major source of collector excitement involves mint errors. During coin production, accidental mistakes occasionally created unusual 1 anna coins unlike standard issues. Off-center strikes caused designs to appear shifted. Double dies created overlapping lettering or numbers. Clipped planchets left curved sections missing from the edge, and die cracks formed unusual raised lines across the coin's surface. Because these errors occur accidentally and in limited numbers, collectors often pay strong premiums for authenticated examples. Some rare 1 anna error coins later achieved impressive prices at auctions due to their scarcity and historical importance. Yet beyond rarity and market value, the 1 anna coin remained deeply connected to personal and family memories throughout South Asia. Many grandparents told stories about buying snacks, tea, sweets, or transportation using anna coins during childhood. Older generations often remember a time when even a single anna had meaningful purchasing power and could buy useful goods in local markets. Because of these memories, old anna coins are often preserved not just as collectibles, but as emotional reminders of village. Thanks for watching.